Hello everyone, welcome to this first episode of the series Live Trading Prop Firm. This is the footage from live trading that I record or live trading that I actually do during our Zoom or Instagram and YouTube live trading sessions. We'll show you the process of trading funded. We'll show you what we do every week. If we get the account, if we get a payout, if we blow the account, we'll start again. We'll show you every trade we do, and now we manage our positions, and now we manage the whole capital in the prop trading industry. So we'll show you everything from week 1 to week infinite. We'll just keep showing our live trading sessions, and hope you guys can benefit from here. So welcome to this series. This is the first week, so let's get started. Alright, so I'll actually do a voiceover over those clips. I was really sick at the beginning of the week, so I didn't really have the energy to explain the setups or even have the voice to speak what I wanted to say. Alright, so what we did early in the week, we stacked on USD positions, on GU, Euro USD, and gold, as we wanted to get ahead of the CPI data and get some advance for USD weakening. So we bought all of those pairs. So here we go on gold, 0.25 watts, around 75 pips stop loss. And we wanted to get up around there. For GU, we're just taking intraday scalps, so we'll see what's up. I'll take 2 positions at 0.25. Here we go. And I had my initial stops 30 pips down at 125, 182. Alright, so I'll actually do a voiceover over this one. This was our trade on Euro odd. So we saw Euro data. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was kind of lower than expected. And for the Australian dollar, we saw the Reserve Bank of Australia actually being hawkish during their speech, even though their data wasn't really good. So we wanted Euro to adjust down and get another push on the Australian dollar, as we saw optimism from the Reserve Bank of Australia. So that was the idea, and we started stacking 1 or 2 position on this Euro odd pair. Now for my full TP, I'd like to get a bit above these big moves right there. 50% is there. I want to get just a bit above this liquidity right there, as it can be seen for as an area of interest. So there you go. Alright, so we're back on the charts. We got a lot of trades running. None of them are in profit really. We had Euro odd during the night. We actually went $100 in profit. Retraced back. I'm not really stressing about this one. I think the data showed a bit of weakness for Euro, as well as the dovishness from the ECB. I think we can still get that TP1 at least. Then we'll put it at break even, or even take 3/4 of the position. For GU, we missed TP yesterday by around like 5 to 4 pips. It went back to break even. I closed. Then it pretty much touched TP during London, but I got back in again. I'll actually go for the swing and just forget about this TP1 as I see this move happening. If I had stop loss, I'll wait for a bit of bullish move to happen, a bit of bearish candles, then I'll try to target again above there with a TP1 at around 126 right there. So this is not my final trade on GU. For gold, we still got the same trade from yesterday, around there. Went back from profit to drawdown. We got into profit again, and now we're falling back down. Same thing here. I'll keep my bias as long as we don't like see aggressive moves down. If we see it going fast, I'll wait a bit, maybe for high 1800s. I'm also looking at USD CAD to kind of edge all my trades. We saw US oil. So now I'm looking at USD CAD. We're seeing US oil actually picking up. So that's good for the CAD, obviously. And if we look at PMI figures, we're seeing USD expected to fall back. If we're even below expectations on both, that could indicate a slowdown in global services. And if we look at PMIs for both Canada and US, it's expected to go down for the US, and it's expected to actually go up for Canada. So if we see this below expectations, we could really see CAD picking up with the price of oil. Also, we're on a good technical level right there for a US correction. So we're actually getting quite the push right there. So we'll just enter with 2 small positions. My strategy around the account is really to go around the fundamentals, enter some low risk positions, and if I see it hitting stop loss, I won't be scared to take the positions again. If I see them as still valid, I'll cut the losses kind of early, and also take some profits quite early with lower risk to reward. And if I see the account really going into drawdown, I'll most likely be able to recover those losses as I'm risking low early. And if I see those wins accumulating and I have a few days left, I'll pick up the pace and hopefully smash that 10%. Alright, so as I said, we're looking for a small retracement on USD with PMI figures. If we get some confirmation, I might add other positions. That's why I'll risk small on the initial positions right there. Looking for a first retracement around there. If I see it pushing up, I'll wait for another retracement up and go for the swing trade to go back down below 135. I won't necessarily hold to 134, but we'll see what happens, and we'll see how the data comes out for US and Canadian PMI. So we'll take our first 2 positions. Well, actually only took 1. Okay, so I'll just put a 75 pip stop loss. And then I'll sell another one. So we got our final take profit right there at 0.5% win for 271 pips, and we'll get our second one at around 135,500. So that's a bit above 1-to-1. As I said, we're looking to catch quick profits, and if it keeps running, we won't hesitate to add more positions. But usually at around 1-to-1, we can usually find some nice profit, get a bit of a pullback, then we confirm our trade with data and overall market sentiment, and we go back down again. So we'll let all these positions run, and we'll see what happens with that. We'll see how we manage them, if we decide to take some profit or cut our losses if we see data not going our way, as we're heavily stacked against a USD retracement. We're looking for USD to weaken. We're looking for Euro to be weak as well. So that's why we have these short US CAD position, long GBP positions, and also gold, which usually moves a bit like GBP USD. So we're pretty much stacked on the same scenario for the US dollar. We'll see what happens. We took some small losses today during the New York session. First on gold, we went into profit, and when PMIs came out, we got targeted for first stop loss right there. it retraced back and I closed my two little positions right there. Same thing on GU. We actually saw it. We went to break even here as it almost hit our TP, and it went back to break even, so I just closed. I took another position this morning, and there we go. We had stopped right there. It's actually retracing back, so I'll wait for one move down again, a few pips. I'll actually place orders for the London session during Asian session, so we'll see what we can do with that. On gold, we're starting to see a time frame by time frame switching for maybe a bullish move. I'd like to see another push down, as we're still waiting for the 1 hour to close bullish, and the 4 hour still has a lot of momentum. So I'll just take my first position at the bottom stair, and I'll add a second one maybe 30 pips down right there. So we'll have an average position of 113, and I'll target up there to 1940s before taking my profits. So we'll just place that right now. The first order right there, 1915.77, and we'll place the second order, maybe this order right there, 200, right there to 1912.9, and we'll put first stops again at around 80 pips. That'll be good. For this one at around 80 pips as well. So we'll try to get back in, as we're still holding our Euro odd and USD CAD positions that are still in profit. USD CAD went up a little. I'm in small profits right now, and Euro odd went down nicely and is just playing around this range, but I expect it to melt down a bit. We'll see if we can stack more positions on Euro odd, as I really like the data coming out as well as the trade, and we'll see what we can do on gold. So I'll just wait for a bit more bearish pressure before we can get in targeting those zones, and we'll get up from there. Alright, so we're back on the charts. We'll just delete those gold orders. We took the L yesterday on those 4 positions. I'll just enter my first 2 positions right there at the 1918 level. If we look at the lower time frames, we got a nice push during London session right there. Right when the data came out, we got a dip and we pushed back up, closing a candle here at 15 minutes. I'm just hoping we can hold this support and hopefully get a nice move to at least 1930 so we can take our initial profits. Targeting 35. My stop will be down. We'll do 70 pips right there at 1911.35. Second TP up there. We'll see what we can get from that. I'll probably take full TP there. But if we see some more US weakness, I'll just hold it right there and stack more positions in this bottom range there. Alright, so we got a nice move going on right now with a big wick of around 30 pips. So we'll see if we get a bullish close here. If we get that, I'll just let my USD CAD position move in nicely as well, and my gold position run for the day. So I'll just chill for the rest. I'm going relatively low risk on this one. Euro odd is still moving nicely at a bit of a pullback, but it's kind of how the pair moves. Not really some sharp moves, except there. It's just moving around. Then we get the sharp move. So I'm just expecting it to range lower. Then we'll get a sharper move if we see Euro weakening more or odd getting stronger. There we go. We'll just let this one run in profit. Alright, so now we're actually 1 week after what I showed last time. We were on Thursday. Now I'll just go over what we did on Friday. I actually didn't record my live trading, but basically what I did, if you look at those last 4 positions, everything that was in profit went back to break even. Even Euro USD went up. Now we're 1 week later actually. I didn't have the chance to retake Euro USD as I was focusing on other trades. It's one of the biggest challenge when you're doing funding accounts with time limits. You actually have to close positions to add more somewhere else as you're trying to make profit as fast as possible. So that was actually a great fundamental analysis, but I cut the trade early since we have a time limit. I also had to close GBP USD and gold with a bit of a loss. So we ended the week with -1%, and we'll catch you guys next week to show you our progress on this account.